side are now allowed more players outside the ring as the fielding restrictions have been lifted. He's always looking for that shot. It's such a strength in his game.
Hello everybody and welcome to what should be an enthralling 2020 game today. I'm Mark Nicholas. It's great to be with you. Two top-class sides in action. This is a damp pitch, almost too damp. You sense that the ball will hold up a bit off it. I don't expect much pace and it might be quite difficult to play strokes. Having said that, it's a beautiful day for batting, so on the toss, bat first. This is a very wet surface and will be hard to play your strokes on. I think it might move around a bit too. I mean, it's a pretty good toss to win this, and I expect the bowlers to dominate, never mind the first session, most of the day. Byteracer is facing. Great strike. Great strike. 6 from the moment he hit it.
Anderson was coming around the wicket. That has to be close. The umpire turned that one down, but it did look very close. That was a very anxious moment for the batsman there.
Excellent bowling, top class bowling, but it's just done too much, just.
I think he'll be okay. It'll sting a little though. Ouch, that must have hurt. Dippenar facing. Harmison is switching to round the wicket. Stopped in the covers.
And at the crease now is Graham Smith. Here's Graham Smith.
Smith is now on strike. Got him, yes, he's out. Great reflexes, he made it look so easy.
Now have a look at this again. That is a good example of how to take a catch.
Hoggard gets his first wicket. He's gone for a duck.
A first baller, that is just so embarrassing, and rest assured there'll be a few comments from the crowd as he heads back towards the pavilion.
We can have a look at that again.
Taking guard is Jacques Cullis. That was a snorter, an absolute snorter.
That's been given as a wide. Hoggard is coming around the wicket. Stopped in the covers. Hoggard is going to try over the wicket. Hit straight to a fielder. Vaughan has changed his field slightly. He's worked that into the gap. Harmison is switching to round the wicket. Stopped in the covers. stopped in the covers. Hit straight to a fielder.
Effortless, brilliant, and maximum. I think he's bowled well enough to deserve a wicket.
Fielded by the man at long on. That's out.
The bowler's made a terrible mess of the stumps.
Hogarth gets his second wicket. This was the end of the innings for Beamng.
Taking guard is Herschel Gibbs. Straight balls, not at this level. That is as comprehensive an end as you'll see.
Hogarth gets his third wicket. Rudolph is the next man in. Hogarth is going to try over the wicket. That was a no ball by Hogarth.
All that effort and you give away runs, plus of course you've got to bowl another delivery. Huge! That is huge!
And the end of the over.
Costly, very costly. He'll need to improve on it if he's going to stay in the attack, I think.
We're about to see a change in the bowling.
The bowling side are now allowed more players outside the ring as the fielding restrictions have been lifted.
That was a no ball by Collingwood. There's the umpire signal, no ball. Fielded by the man at long on. That takes him into double figures. Collingwood is going to try over the wicket. No need for him to play at those. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. Stopped in the covers. If he runs here, the sweeper picks up. Just one run. That's gone high in the air. That is one of the better catches you are ever likely to see. Bell is underneath it and takes it comfortably.
Well, that's a lazy shot, you know. What a waste.
This was how the innings ended for Rudolph. And we have a change of bowling. Just shoulders arms to that one. That's been given as a wide. The umpire is signalling byes. That was a no ball by Giles. There's the umpire signal, no ball. Giles is coming around the wicket. He's got it into the gap. Giles is switching to round the wicket. There's the umpire signal, no ball. That was a no ball by Giles. That must be close. No response from the umpire.
Well, with the angle he's bowling from, I reckon that's missing leg stump.
We can have a look at that again. De Villiers facing. Giles is switching to round the wicket. There's the umpire signal, no ball. There's the umpire signal, no ball. That was a no ball by Giles. Giles is going to try over the wicket. There's the umpire signal, no ball. That has to be close. Let's take... Giles is going to try over the wicket. Big shout for that one. Don Giles gets his first wicket. Hall comes in at number 6. Hall waiting at the striker's end. That struck him in front. Loud appeal. He's gone. Collingwood gets his first wicket. And we have a change of bowling. steered expertly into the gap. There's just one there.
This is Mark Boucher facing.
That was a no ball by Peterson. There's the umpire signal, no ball. There's the umpire signal, no ball. That's 2 more runs on the board. What an amazing catch.
That's a good effort by the fielder. He did so well to cling on.
Giles gets his 2nd wicket. Let's see the action replay of that. Giles is going to try over the wicket. Fielded by the man at long on. Played into the gap. Giles is going to try over the wicket. That was a no ball by Giles. Giles is switching to round the wicket. That was a no ball by Giles. Confident appeal. Not out.
Well, that looked as if it was drifting leg side to me.
And the end of the over. We're about to see a change in the bowling. Hit straight to a fielder. Peterson to continue with his off spin. Peterson is going to try over the wicket. Peterson is coming around the wicket. A very good over. Only 2 off it in the end.
That's a good, tight over. Make the batsman work hard for his runs, and you never know what'll come of it.
That's good judgment. No need to play at that. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. Oh, that's close. Comfortably taken, no worries.
Now that's an important catch. Oh boy, is that an important catch, and didn't he do well to cling on?
That's the 3rd wicket now for Giles. This was the end of the innings for Pollock. The next man in is Boyer. I'm not sure if he'll be able to continue. He looks to be in some pain. If he runs here, Boyer waiting at the striker's end. That was a no ball by Giles. That was a no ball by Giles. Giles is coming around the wicket. That was a no ball by Giles. A hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. That's the end of the 10th over. We're about to see a change in the bowling. Hogarth is going to try over the wicket. There's the umpire signal, no ball. Hit straight to a fielder. That must be close. Hogarth is going to try over the wicket. Hogarth is going to try over the wicket. That has to be close. Hogarth is switching to round the wicket. Hogarth is coming around the wicket. Oh, big shout for that one. A very good over. Only one off it in the end.
Superb bowling. Top overall round. Now the pressure's back on the batsman.
Done him and shattered the stumps.
Well, a player of this class playing completely down the wrong line. It's made a terrible mess of the stumps too.
Done him all ends up.
Oh, the bowler's made a terrible mess of the stumps. Hello again, and the players and the umpires are making their way out to the middle after the break between the innings. We're ready now for the second session of play, and with me commentating is Richie Bennett.
Thanks, Mark. Welcome back to the cricket ground for this next session of play.
It's Andrew Strauss on strike.
Strauss facing. Direct hit would have got him.
Well bowled, very well bowled. If you keep it that tight, the batsmen begin to feel a bit strangled. And it's Marcus Trescothick on strike.
Hit straight to a fielder. He looked as if he was home to me. Super shot by Strauss.
Nicely timed. You don't need to smash the ball to the boundary every time. Sometimes ease and grace will do it.
That's gone high in the air. That is one of the better catches you are ever likely to see. Just one run. Beauty and 4 runs.
He loves it there. That's a great stroke. 4 more. Michael Vaughan's at the wicket.
There it goes. Excellent running from the 2 batsmen.
Oh, they're quick. Consistent running of that quality puts such pressure on the fielders out there.
Out. Oh!
That went straight through the gate.
Bell is the next man in. Ouch, that must have hurt. And the end of the over.
They're behind the run rate. They got to go. Watch the field spread as the fielding restrictions are concluded. He's always looking for that shot. It's such a strength in his game.
There it goes. The sweeper picks up. I think he was easily back in the crease there. That was good running between the wickets.
Yes, now that's a good example of how the best teams around put particular importance on their running between the wickets. It squeezes every last run out of an innings and is so important when the thing gets down to the wire.
He picked that up beautifully. Steered expertly into the gap. There's just one there.
This is exciting stuff.
Just one there. I think he'll be okay. It'll sting a bit though. Swept away. Just one run. There should be some runs here. Just one run. He's got it into the gap.
Well, he smashed that for 4, and what a big smile on his face.
Picked up very early by Bell. Bell has moved into the 20s and is starting to look far more relaxed.
covers the place. Pure and perfect.
Turned off his hips. He's not a good judge of a run, is he?
It's as if he misjudged the pace.
This was the end of the innings for Discovery.
Here's Kevin Peterson.
Peterson absolutely smashed that for six. Let's take a look at that. Boyer is switching to round the wicket. Bell is now facing.
That is massive.
Smashed that one right out of the ground.
And they've wrapped up this limited overs fixture with a great win. They came into the game well prepared and ready to produce the goods, and that's exactly what they did. That's it from me, that's it from Richie too. We've had a splendid day here. We hope that you've enjoyed it. See you soon. Hi there and welcome everybody to this limited overs exhibition match. I'm Mark Nicholas and I'll be with you throughout the day. Let me tell you, it promises to be a belter. This is a hard surface and it looks to me as if it'll have even bounce and good carry through to the wicket-keeper. I'd be batting first if I won this toss. You had to bat first, there was no issue there. This looks the most beautiful pitch. Even covering of grass, it's firm, it should bounce evenly, should come onto the bat. Oh, I can see a mountain of runs.
It's straight to a fielder. It's edged and out. Lovely catch. She's got a great pair of hands.
They were looking for that early wicket and they're not disappointed.
Lehman waiting at the striker's end. Edged, but safe. That's a brilliant shot, right off the meat of the bat. Elliott waiting at the striker's end.
Huge! That is huge!
Elliott waiting at the striker's end. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to carry on after that blow.
Oh, great shot. A great stroke. That was 4 from the moment that it left the bat. Oh, there's a demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence. The fielding restrictions have now been lifted. His straight driving is perfect.
Hardly seemed to hit that, yet it sailed over the ropes.
Oh, he looks good when he hits down the ground. Very good.
Our shot. McGrath continues. Rocketed back past the bowler.
He's always looking for that shot. It's such a strength in his game.
Lee continues. Elliott has now moved into the 20s.
Never mind the fielder, the bloke in row 10's got the best chance of catching that.
Lehman to face an over of spin. Marvellous effort that. McGrath is underneath it and takes it comfortably. The next batsman is Blewett.
Oh, that's hurt. You can see that that's hurt him. They don't want to show it, the batsman, but I reckon the bruise will come up. He's just got to get on with it. Rub it and get on with it.
All ends up by that one.
Well, a player of this class playing completely down the wrong line has made a terrible mess of the stumps too. Oh, it's a monster.
Let's take a look at that in Elliott, waiting at the striker's end. That was a no ball by Bracken. I think he'll be okay. It'll sting a bit though. There's the umpire signal. No ball. Marvellous effort though.
Don't even bother chasing that. That's away into the bleachers.
Fantastic work from Lee.
Loose, too loose a stroke for a good player. Oh, he'll kick himself.
It's straight to a fielder. He's got it into the gap. It's straight to a fielder. Steered expertly into the gap. I think he was easily back in the crease there. It's a good call from Harris. Edged and safe. Cosgrove waiting at the striker's end. There it goes. Hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. That's 2 more runs on the board. Gone 4.
Now that's an important catch. Oh boy, is that an important catch, and didn't he do well to cling on?
Played into the gap. Edged and out. Great reflexes. He made it look so easy. It's straight to a fielder. Cullinan facing. The batsman was in trouble with that delivery. That's got through, he's out.
Great bowling. Perhaps extra pace did it, and it went straight through it. I mean, that's a fantastic ball.
The sweeper picks up. Play it away with comfort. Fielded by the man out long on. Just one run. That's found the gap in the field. That's 2 more runs on the board. If he runs here, it's straight to a fielder. Gillespie waiting at the striker's end. He's worked that into the gap. Fielded by the man out long on. Gone, caught.
Brilliantly taken by the fielder, brilliant. He's backed up the bowler at a time when it was most needed.
They've turned that into 2, that's good running. Done him and shattered the stumps.
Oh, the bowler's made a terrible mess of the stumps.
Tate is the new batsman. That must have hurt. He looks to be in a little bit of trouble out there.
There's barely a member of this huge crowd that's left his seat. Everybody staying absolutely still in anticipation of what is to come. It's been a terrific game so far. We expect more in this second innings. Here's Richie Bell.
No shot played to that one. That's been given as a wide. Shark waiting at the striker's end. No shot played to that one. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. No need for him to play at those. That's been given as a wide. That's been given as a wide. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. Hit straight to a fielder. Gillespie is going to try over the wicket. Ooh, that looked quite nasty. These will be leg byes. Umpires signalling that as leg byes. South Australia have made an adjustment to their field. Gillespie is coming around the wicket. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. Gillespie is switching to round the wicket. That is a perfect line.
My feeling is they'll look to blast away from the start, particularly with the fielding restrictions in place.
Tate is coming around the wicket. Should be some runs here. Tate is coming around the wicket. Stopped in the covers. Tate is going to try over the wicket. It's straight to a fielder. Tate is going to try over the wicket. Very good over. Only one off it in the end.
The batsman will have to reassess the field now that those fielding restrictions have been lifted. Remember, 5 players can be outside the ring.
Gillespie is coming around the wicket.
Oh, that's a beauty. What a hook stroke. It's a difficult shot to play that, but he kept it down and comfortably beat the fielder. Gillespie is switching to round the wicket.
has just won there. Gillespie is going to try over the wicket. Played into the gap.
They're meant to be chasing a total, and what they're doing right now is stuttering and staggering to a total. They've got to push on. People have got to take risks and look to dominate the game.
Shark waiting at the striker's end. Tate is going to try over the wicket. Tate is coming around the wicket. Doesn't need to play it, those. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. Crowd were brought to their feet by that shot.
Show them the maker's name. That is a perfect example of the straight drive. So beautiful to watch too.
Hit straight to a fielder. And we have a change of bowling. I'm not sure if he'll be able to continue. He looks to be in some pain. That must have done him and shattered the stumps.
Didn't get near it. Totally beat him all ends up.
Cullinan gets his first wicket.
Michael Clark takes guard. And he picks his spot beautifully. That's a glorious boundary.
Cullinan is switching to around the wicket. Well taken.
Now have a look at this again. That is a good example of how to take a catch. It'll seem like a mile back to that pavilion after getting out so cheaply.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. That's the end of the fifth over.
To me, it's a question of placing the ball a bit better, pushing a little harder between the wickets, and just trying to eke their way back into the game.
That's close. Lehman is going to try over the wicket. Tried the arm ball there. Lehman is switching to round the wicket. Tried the arm ball there. Lehman is coming around the wicket. Hit straight to a fielder. Cullinan is switching to round the wicket.
You just don't see it played much better than that. Marvellously well played.
He's worked that into the gap. Cullinan is going to try over the wicket. Got him!
Excellent bowling. It's straight and it's full, and in the end, you miss, buddy, and I'll hit.
That's the third wicket now for Cullinan. O'Brien is the next batsman in. Cullinan is going to try over the wicket.
Oh, and the bowler can't believe it. That's out of the ground. Maximum.
Oh, what a catch.
Lazy. That's the truth, and he'll regret it when he sees the replay.
That over eased the pressure on the batting team. There's just one there. Lehman is going to try over the wicket. That has to be close. The umpire says not out. Lehman is switching to round the wicket. Lehman is switching to round the wicket.
Don't even bother chasing that. That's away into the bleachers.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion.
Well, the bowler didn't do too much wrong there. Just a quite brilliant bit of batting.
Lehman is going to try over the wicket. And we have a change of bowling.
mean, you don't see better than that.
Rofe gets his first wicket. Haddin is the new batsman. Comprehensively bowled.
Well, a player of this class playing completely down the wrong line. It's made a terrible mess of the stumps too.
Let's see the action replay of that.
Brett Lee's out there now.
Rofe is going to try over the wicket.
You must make sure that you keep your eyes on the ball or you will fumble, particularly on an outfield like that.
He looked as if he was home to me. Just one run. Rofe is going to try over the wicket. There it goes, right out of the ground.
Miles, he's in it, Miles!
That's not through, he's out.
Oh, that went right through him. It's as if he misjudged the pace.
Bracken is the next man in.
Great strike. Great strike. 6 from the moment he hit it.
And the end of the over. We're about to see a change in the bowling. Confident appeal. Harris is going to try over the wicket. Harris is going to try over the wicket.
He has smashed that a long, long way. That is great to watch for the neutral, not so good for the bowler.
Marvellous effort that. Blewett is underneath it and takes it comfortably.
Would you believe it? He's picked the fielder out perfectly.
This was how the innings ended for Lee. The next man in is McGrath. Harris is going to try over the wicket.
Oh, what a great display of bowling to secure that win in the dying stages of this contest. It really has been a brilliant match, so tense. You know, they had to fight hard to defend their total here today, but in the end they had just too much for a batting performance that didn't quite live up to its billing. It's goodbye from Richie and from me, Mark Nicholas. We bid you farewell and hope you'll join us in the future.